Hello, everybody. This is Season 3, Reality 2. Reality 2, Season 3. It took me a week to make this. So last time, this is like probably the second longest season. So I don't think Season 4 will be that long. I mean, it could be just because I don't really know the theme right now. It could be like a desert theme, which is probably what's going to happen. But yeah, I don't really know. Wait, where's the billboard? There's a billboard here. Ah, well, that's gone. Well, you know damn well what this timer's for. It's for the next season. I had a billboard, obviously, for the words for, like, Season 3 when? Season 2 when? Season 1. Probably gonna have to redo that. I like to let you know that I actually set the time for, like, 3, and my map looks really cool. So, the mini-map is obviously still loading, but this is KENETIC Kraken. This is a new POI, also the apparatus and all that crap, the jungle. There's so much stuff here, but I want to go over the weapons first. So this is what stayed from last season. Not much, really. Yeah, some hammer. We'll get to that. And this is kind of with all the consumables. Literally nothing nothing of those other stuff stayed. Damn near nothing stayed. Also, the map looks so good. Like, I just love the way it looks. It looks so good. Alright. My new thing. Traps. Traps are new. So traps have finally come out. I'm probably going to keep having traps here. For probably ever. I was like thinking, like, should I add the poison dart? Should I say that for a different season? Because it would work in a different season. I don't know if I'm doing desert next season again or something totally different. I do not know what is happening anymore with my map. It's gonna be totally random and changing. But so the two new ARs. Hold on. Is that right? The wasp jar. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, because I couldn't find this. You know what sucks? I couldn't find a wasp jar, like, thing I could put around the map. I might have to do firefly jar maybe, and then like I'll have the wasp jar, but then the fireflies you could also just collect those around the map. I don't want to have the wasp because it just makes more sense. All right, so for two new ARs, I was really new because we have the pulse rifle and the flapjack, which are also the only two mythics. For some reason, I decided to have those be the only two mythics. Two ARs. I might change that next update, which is going to be Winterfest for me. Which is crazy that I'm doing it at the same exact time as the Fortnite one too, so that's cool. But then they had the Sharp Tooth shotgun. Y'all love that one, I think. I hope y'all like the Sharp Tooth. I like the Sharp Tooth. It's just like, it doesn't 200, but it's kind of like it's the closest thing we got to a Pump in the Wilds. Forgot what SMGs is, but probably like a Harbinger. I think it is. No, I think I already have the Harbinger in here, so I don't remember what SMG that is. Alright, the Mammoth Pistol, as usual. That's usually in every single... It's thermal DMR. This explosive bow thingy. So, basically, a lot of the Wilds weapons, because this is kind of like Wilds, but holy fuck. This is the one thing I hate. The clouds basically cover your entire map image, and you cannot see anything. Thanks. Also, why does the water look so clear? Oh, that's because of something. It looks clear and infested for some reason. Alright. Get on with this. We got Bush Bomb, Shockwave Grenades. Obviously, the season's name is KENETIC, so there's a lot of kinetic crap in KENETIC. There's going to be more kinetic things as well. That's kind of the loot pool there. If you want to look at that, go ahead. Let's get to all the new POIs. The main one, the apparatus. The apparatus was already a thing in Season 3, Chapter 5. I said, again, a lot of inspiration from Wilds, but I kind of changed it, made it a little different. You can actually build on these. For some reason, you couldn't before. So I changed that. You can actually build on them. This rift is going to do... Okay, well, it's not supposed to teleport you anywhere, but I guess it can, so... Oh, that's cool. It gives extra movement. You're welcome. Just don't use it in any game, because then you probably just get, like, teleported to some random bullshit. Never mind, you just get teleported to that one. I don't know why it does that. Going over here, I want to go over some landmarks as well. Going over here, you know, see those little bases over there, right? That's Octo On-Site. Octo On-Site's a landmark now. And also the mod benches, there's no more caves. I mean, the caves, technically, if you, like, destroy this here, like, they still exist. They're still here. But they're just not usable because no one is using the caves. They're not usable caves anymore. So that's really awesome. I think that's really cool. I'm really kind of sick of the caves. Anyways, this is also kind of a landmark, but it's unnamed landmark for right now. It's probably gonna be named later. I'm probably gonna name it like the summer stage, but it's also just gonna be like totally destroyed. Well, actually, technically, it doesn't really matter if I name it or not because it's gonna be gone next week anyways, which is kind of this week as well. Which brings me to the next POI, Sandy Slopes, the one I keep forgetting. If there's a new POI over here, I'm gonna forget it. I don't know why. I guess because like, it's kind of forgettable. And I genuinely feel like I kind of forgot to put some stuff down because there's a lot of missing, like, stuff here. It's very plain, which is probably because of the floods happening and the floods finally going down. No, it's not a drought season. I did actually want to do a drought. Like, I genuinely wanted to do a drought, but I can't see me ever doing that. Like, that'd be... I could actually do that. I just got an idea. That makes sense to do a drought next season, but I don't really want it to be, like, worldly happenings until, like... Now, like the worldly stuff happening. The kind of story is like you see the cube over there. Trying to turn that back into Kevin the Cube, which was actually the original name of the cube that we had here. Kevin the Cube was the original cube. In Chapter 1, Season 4 of the original Royale maps, if you can go back and see, it was Kevin the Cube, and that Kevin the Cube energy was given to something random in that season. I don't even remember anymore. But it was given to some random energy, and that energy ended up, hold on. Why can't I go so far? It's a little weird. Yeah, but, so that energy was used, and once that happened, it was kind of destabilized until now. So, the cube has actually been destabilized, but it's just got used to being destabilized, if you get in the way. It's kind of like... When you're a baby, it's like walking's weird, but then you get used to walking, so now you just walk everywhere, obviously, because, like, you know how to walk. It's kind of a thing you learn. It's kind of the same thing with the cube, but now it's kind of learned to be destabilized, and it's kind of normal now, which is why random crap happens all the time, or just random shit appears all the time. It's why the collision happened. It's also kind of why the decay happened. Not really, but some of the cubes are different, but some of them act different. But that's actually technically the main storyline. It's kind of crazy that all of the stuff that's happened past 2 years, all the stuff that happened in the past 2 years with the Reality Royale, and Chapter 2 and 3, and basically Chapter 1, has all been filler for the main storyline. Cube not being Kevin anymore, just a cube that's open. This cube is open and was destroyed before. It was literally destroyed, and was brought to Chapter 2, but it recollected itself to form the Chapter 2 version of the map. Which is why the map never changed. Technically, the map should have broken down, but technically, like, the terrain kind of still stayed the same. Obviously, I couldn't change the terrain, but if I did, I would still keep the terrain the same because that's what would make sense for the story. Chapter 3, unexplainable at this point, but it's also probably the same thing. I'd need to go back and, like, do this whole thing. Because that's the thing. The reason why I added all the movement stuff, the reason why... This might be the finale of me ever doing any Battle Royale maps. I feel that I don't have time to really put in to do these anymore. I enjoy them so much, but like the time to, you know, do it. It's like junior year is gonna be like a lot. So maybe junior year I won't do it, and then maybe senior year with new ideas, I'll probably come back to doing these. But I really don't know what's gonna happen in 2 years. I might not even be here in 2 yees. I might not be alive in 2 years. We don't even know. All I know is I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. Because when I'm 18, I don't know. I feel like I have a lingering feeling I'm just not gonna make it past 18. But you'll hear that on the album when that comes out. But we're gonna go through the POIs from probably the most important one, obviously the apparatus. We already saw that with the rift. This can activate many things. And you basically just got revealed the entire storyline in 1 second. That is the reason that whole storyline basically says, hey, everything that was there was filler. So it was basically nothing. It wasn't nothing, but it was just filler. Which kind of makes me realize, wow, my storyline is flawed as fuck. Not flawed, but weird. What storyline does that? Where everything was basically kind of dreamlike, everything that just happened in the past 2 years, nothing ever really happened. That's sad, but hey, it's okay. Shit happens. Let's go to KENETIC Krakens. I really like this POI because this is the first POI I made for this map. This is something that's kind of around the map, but this is the only place that's like really good. These log tunnels, you can just kind of climb into. There's loot in there. They're very, very like, very kind of trash, honestly. You can just, okay, well, I was supposed to, you know, go to that one and like hop over it. The kinetic part is gonna come later, even more later. I have some more things to do with this season. Like the kinetic part, this POI is probably gonna upgrade a lot this season. I have the ideas that this POI is absolutely going to upgrade. It's probably gonna say kinetic krakens, but it's going to be like it's gonna be kinetic krakens, but it's gonna look probably like an entirely different POI by the end of this, and maybe the cube won't even be here by the end of this. So cube situates here on this log with kind of just nothing. There's a boss here. He drops the flat track rifle. Good. The main boss is actually over there. Another POI. Let's go to Jet's Jungle. This is the only POI with grind rails, by the way. There's probably gonna be more grind rails or vine rails. There's gonna be more vine rails. Like I already know there will be more. It's just so hard to make them because they're always so glitched when I make these things. But they're so fun to like have on the map, you know what I mean? Like this is great. This big ass tree is kind of like the reality tree, but not really. It's kind of like the energy, but again, not really. It's not really the reality tree, but it kind of is, but it's kind of not. This is just a really massive tree, really big tree, and you kind of see a bunch of like monumental shit, a bunch of monuments and stuff here. I made sure to utilize the new galleries that Epic gave us on the first week of the season. I figured if they didn't do that, I would not be able to do the season like to the fullest. Like I'd be stuck using all the wild stuff, and there's not even a bed in the wilds gallery. So thank God they had this. I have all this stuff here. There's actually probably gonna be some updates here as well. Again, more grind rails will be added. This is the last POI, my favorite one. Oh, asthma. Sounds like asthma. Oh, asthma. Oh, asthma. Oh, asthma. Oh, asthma. Yes, that's literally the name. So let me go through every single house. This is a fishing house. Good. A lot of the houses are very similar, damn near the same. Like this is more of like a dining house, kind of. Not really like a dining house, kind of like a chill out if you think about it, from all the crap that's happening. This POI I tried to make it pretty well built, or at least try to. This is where the what POI was it from season 2? This is the Fortilla POI was there. Again, like the sandy one, the sandy slopes POI was there, and it's sadly. Curvature Greenwood's gone. But the good thing is, this is what's probably going to replace it for the entire chapter. I cannot see this POI ever leaving, or at least getting changed, probably. But the good thing is, I'm going to make it a trend where everything here at this edge of the map is going to have a massive, like, either building or massive structure. Really massive earth structure. It will always have a massive. What am I fucking Mike Tyson? Massive earth structure. I did it. Let's go here. Rubble. Not really important, but there's a boss here. A guard. Let's go over here. These are genuine houses. Well, I don't know about this one. This is kind of like a hangout house, as well as an actual house. Good. Next. This is the only actual house. I've gotten a lot better at decorating stuff. It's still not great, but you know what? It's getting there. Well, not really getting there, but it's at least getting better than what it was. It was a lot worse than this, trust me. But yeah, that's kind of this POI. I want to go over some like landmarks. What's going on? You basically got the bases on the storyline. How we ended from season 2. Really, what happened? It was a war. It was the war. We actually lost the war because the main motherfuckers over here. Technically, we killed them, but because of the bomb that was still at the Krakens exploded, and there was bombs everywhere, underwater, and a massive drain. For the event, I wanted there to be a massive drain out basically everything. All the water be drained out. Technically, the massive drain is not the Krakens, actually the Octos. The Octo was the people who drained out the map to make it go back to its normal state. Krakens are the one who exploded everything and destroyed everything over here. Basically destroying their own base. So technically, we won destroying their base, but we didn't because now this happened and this also happened. This is the Krakens. Kraken is still on the map. This base here, it's not showing that it's the Krakens, but this is the Krakens. This is actually the Kraken's base. They quite literally moved the entire rock here. So, yeah. This is the Kraken's base to get the cube back to being Kevin. To basically destabilize the map again. And redo everything from day one. So this is where the storyline's actually really going to take place now. I hope I actually fall back on this video if I ever forget what I'm doing. Because if I do, it's going to look real stupid. But that's basically what's happened. And then, though, it's basically like a speed up. A lot of things are very sped up on this map. So, the overgrowth kind of just happened. When the water went away, the remaining people of the Octo, not really Octo, but of the Krakens or anyone from the Octo are still here. But really, because of where it is, the remaining of Octo went to Ozma. They went over here, which is also why it starts with an O. Learn something every day. This is really just a jungle POI. Kinetic Krakens. The Krakens own this, but at the same time, it's really just kind of to be stabilized. And I'm not even gonna explain. Where's the other POI? Where's the other? Well, Sandy Slopes is just there because of Sandy Slopes. I have to have a Sandy Slopes POI at some point. And I don't really know if I want to do a desert desert season because I have a desert biome here. That's had no development in so long. With hands! Oh, if you want to know what happened to the hand, which was the main reason why everything kind of went wrong, that was the main reason why everything exploded, we actually did defeat the hand. It shrunk. It shrunk and now it's kind of, it's actually dead. Like, the motherfucker who has had the hand, he's dead. And this is kind of where it's going to probably sit forever until maybe something happens here. Maybe more biome gets grown here. Wink, wink. Totally not anything's going to happen over here. Wink, 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 wink. Anyways. Let's get to the landmarks. I mean, this is technically a mini landmark. This house is going to get built. Exciting. I like building houses. Just having houses getting built. The pond here is now filled up. A lot of the ponds are filled up here, like from where they used to be. Map definitely just feels very like post-apocalyptic, but also very new. Feels post-apocalyptic, but also new for some reason. It feels so weird. Like the map, genuinely. This is for an update. The hatches. They're gonna hatch and become predators. Yes, there is one hatched here. There's one lingering, maybe hiding in the shadows. I just realized boat shop is still here. Wow, that's embarrassing. I kept that landmark. The boat shop landmark is still here. Well, the boat shop's not really here anymore, so you don't have to worry about that. Yep, that landmark, and then there's another one. Yep, the Lost Wars. I decided to do this because I thought it'd be funny. When will this come into play? No, this actually will come into play. This is genuinely an actual like storyline device thing. Like this will come into play. It kind of makes sense with what's gonna happen here. Quite literally built in a straight line with each other. Just that the tree's kind of blocking the apparatus from doing anything. They're probably gonna take down that tree. Alright, and then we have Octo on site. That might not be the final landmark, but I don't really remember any of the other ones because they're probably not that important. Sun looks so beautiful. Octo on site is now a landmark. This will grow into a POI later down the line. There's actually going to be a cloud stage POI for the winter event. I want to have the winter event also be summer event. Again, it's actually probably going to be over here. I don't want to really do it over here. Like, I don't have a POI here yet. And I'm not really trying to have one up here. I really don't want to have a POI up here. I don't want to do it. So I was probably just going to have a snow biome over here. Replacing the desert biome with snow. Perfect. And just making it kind of like a cloud sky. Kind of like chapter Reality 1 Season 5 all over again. But no, it's not going to decay once it leaves this time. Which is good, because last time it decayed and that was horrible. But, yo, that's basically everything. I don't know why this is still not a landmark, but, you know, so that shit happens. But yeah, that's basically the season. I had a lot of fun building this also. I still had fun building it. Still always have fun building these things. It's just going to be hard to do it in the future. Which is why I added everything, and I found it. which is why I added everything. Because I don't know if I'm gonna do this anymore. Like, after a while, I don't really know. I don't know what I'm gonna do or if I'm gonna end this soon. But yeah, I'm already gonna have season 4. Season 4 is coming soon. It's crazy. You know, it's kind of sad though. You realize you really only have 2 seasons left, or 4. I have too many. There might be too many 1-month seasons I might do, and then that's it. Over. Done. And everything ends. Probably for maybe a year. That might be the actual storyline. Like, everything ends for a year on the map, and it's like, maybe I'll come back and like update it and do like little update videos on like the lost and destruction of the map until this map maybe gets formed into a new one, which is probably what I might do. I'm probably gonna do that. So like, once that ends, this map, we won't transport into a new map, but it's probably gonna be like where this map is totally lost and destroyed. But like, it kind of gets rebuilt into maybe a new map, and by the time I'm in my senior year, the map will be done. Not the POIs though, but then the POIs will be done, and then there will be basically a new map, which is kind of cool actually. I kind of want to do that. Maybe I'll get UEFN by that point, just to make the landscapes like that. But yep, that's season 3. Hope you guys enjoyed. See ya! If you want to see the updates, go on the Twitch highlights, by the way. You might get all of them, you might not. That's you probably will. I'll try to do my best.